Hello everybody. If you've not seen me this year, happy new year. How are we doing, people? I actually thought I should just drop this video. Initially I was reluctant to say anything about what was happening, or is not happening with Very Dark Man, since he posted the video that he said he was that he played prank on Nigerians and insulted everybody. I have not actually heard anything, listened to anything that he posted, but I want to let him know in this video that he went too far, and that he is if he thinks Nigerians are fools, he is the fool in this equation. This is what happens when people are, if he expects that everybody every Nigerian should react the same way to the overboard. I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I really want this message to sink in to him properly. If you think every Nigerian will react the same way to the overboard prank he played, then he is the one that is a fool here, calling Nigerian fools. They are not this, they are not, and all of that. When this thing happened, I posted this video and I believe some of you saw it. I'm going to put the link here again. And you know, I used two videos. The video of an engineer that said it's not possible to hack a website, and that guy that said spit on his face and all of that. And this was my reaction towards that thing that he posted, that the money was lost. Watch this. Let's see how things goes. He said his 100 million is there. I'm wondering how much did he put it. He said he and Don Jazzy are crying. I've not seen Don Jazzy come up to cry. I think Don Jazzy had the biggest donation in that thing. So that's the first guy you heard. The engineer said it's not possible, that you cannot hack website and pull out money from there, that except if the bank officials are involved. Let's give him benefit of the doubt. Let's not be too quick to conclude that he chopped the money, all right? Because it came across to me as someone who would be honest, who would be open, you know, by the things he has been doing. Even when Don Jazzy dropped money in the NGO and he didn't know it was Don Jazzy, he came out shouting that they want to set him up and all of that. You all saw everything. So let's just wait. This guy was the one, I think, who asked him to give update, you know, at a point. So let's just give him benefit of the doubt and let's see what will come out of, because it says one person has been arrested. Let's see what will come out of it. So all of us cannot sleep and put head in one place. Just as we did not, all of us did not react the same way when he had this challenge with Femi Falana and his son. I personally began a petition, which some of you saw. This petition that people should sign, demanding that Femi Falana stop the harassment of a whistleblower, because I saw what he did as whistle blowing, the petition is still their life. There were people who insulted him, that why would he defame Femi Falana. I knew the kind of comment I wrote personally on TVC, or those ladies that that discuss it on TVC, because Lima was like, why would somebody just, some illiterate somewhere, just come out and defame somebody that has those big name and all of that? So it is apparent that this guy, a very dark man, should, I will suggest that he get some education. If you say education is expensive, there's a saying that if you say education is expensive, try ignorance. Martins, some of us in the diaspora, we look at you, we we see what you do, and we are watching, we are looking. I personally, sometimes I was saying, this guy, I have project that I will do in Nigeria in future. Not building house, no, I'm not building house in Nigeria. So this, and I began to say, okay, this kind of a person, one can involve. The project is going to be the one that will impact the lives of people. Yes, because the challenge some of us in the diaspora has is trust. Trusting people. This is the carrot juice. Very nice. It's good for the skin. It's good for your eyes. Very nice. You can make it at home. Try it out. So the challenge we have, a lot of us in the diaspora, is trust. Trusting people who to trust back home. Because if care is not taken, your relative safe, they will even cheat you more than outsider if they didn't buy you. I saw a video on Trend over the weekend. Yesterday, of a doctor that was said to be poisoned in his village. I don't know which country he traveled from, and they poisoned him and he died. So I personally have been looking at this guy saying, this project that I'm thinking about, this is a kind of thing, person that one can get involved in this kind of a thing. And I know some other people in diaspora are looking at you too. Martins. So we saw last year the video Dr. Zozo. Is it Dr. Zozo now? The man in Canada posted that you are the kind of person that give hope to some of us who want to retire to Nigeria later. So there are people like that, to whom much is given, much is expected. Did you consider the reputation of Zenith Bank? That's why I said that prank was overboard. And you need to apologize to Nigerians. You know why? People, it doesn't take people to shift from you. It doesn't take much. And all this your boasting, beating your chest, you are the only one. You see, this is what happens when you believe so much in juju. People who do juju, this is what happens. They have some kind of audacity that is fake. They're audacious, but it is fake, because what juju do is to throw you up and then slam you down later. God is the only personality that lifts God lifts you up gradually. That's why it's hard. You cannot say a child of God that you just saw up there. No. If you think you saw that person just up there overnight, no. That person has been in seclusion. That person has gone through processing. That person has gone through wilderness experience. So, for your information, in case you don't know, God replaces people. If you don't realize, very dark man, that it is God that is giving you this ability to do whatever you are doing, that you are beating your chest so hard about. If you don't realize that, then there's a problem. Because Jesus Christ said, without him, you cannot do anything. God replaces people all the time, like a snap of his finger, because he doesn't have time to waste. We saw that with David and Saul. Concerning Esau and Jacob, they were in the womb, and he said, David I love, Esau I hated. Children in the womb, what did they do? What did Esau do? You need to be very careful, because if you think you are the only one out there, you will be shocked that God will raise someone. Yeah, he will raise someone, and you'll be like, eh? When Prophet Elijah was crying to God, that when Jezebel was pursuing him, and he began to cry that, hey, I'm the only prophet that are not bow to Baal. God said, no, don't deceive yourself. I have thousands prophets out there that has not yet bowed down their knees to Baal. So be very, very careful, because God has the capacity to replace you with the snap of his fingers. And he will so empower the person he will use to replace you, that the person will be educated, very educated. The person will be very learned. I'm not talking a lawyer. No, learned. No, nothing. The person will be very exposed, that you'll be shocked, and God will raise him or her. All this rubbish, you and I think this guy, your friend Kokopee, has a very negative effect on you. I don't follow him. No, I don't follow those kind of thing. But you know, if you're on YouTube, when making research for videos, you will come across videos. You and him running around the internet. He has so much foul language in his mouth that I'm wondering, is it a woman that gave birth to this boy? He will be calling women vagina, like, you know, very raw, very vulgar. I think that guy has a very negative effect on you. I know you guys, useful exuberance and all of that, but then, now that God has given you a responsibility, very dark man, be mature, be serious, and stop playing with people's emotions. And you could get away with it in Nigeria because of the environment. If you live in my world, in some of in countries that some of us are, this kind of a thing, people will sue you. They will say that thing made them to have panic attack because they have money in that bank, so they're afraid. And their lawyers will prove it. They will say that thing gave them depression because they thought, oh, my money is all too, it can be gone tomorrow. I live in a country where people will call 911 because somebody is making noise. His neighbor or her neighbor is making noise. There's so much loud noise with the neighbor. And they say, okay, the noise is giving her panic attack. The noise made her to fall from the stairs. The noise made her to pee on her body. I mean, those kind of, and they will sue. Yeah. A woman in California was said to have called the police about 2 years back. And when they that called 911, emergency, and when they got there, and she said, our freezer broke down. They're like, ma'am, you call 911. That's not, your freezer broke down. That's not the job of 911. And she said, well, all the things in my freezer will get spoiled. Is that not an emergency? This is the kind of country that I live in. And those policemen went back. They went and raised money in their office and bought her a new deep freezer. That's the kind of country we are in. So, because you are in an environment where anything goes, this can slide. But you need to apologize to Nigerians. That prank was overboard. You don't need it. Rather than you waste your time on social media, you are Kokopee running around making all over the place. Go and get some education. Because where God might be taking you, you may need it. You even need it. Because you will be exposed to a lot of things even after now, if God did not replace you. Yeah, very dark man. If he didn't replace you, you will be exposed. Because when God is taking a man somewhere, he too, he or she, when I say man, I'm being generic, he or she too need to be doing some preparation so that by the time you get to where God is taking you, you will fit in. It won't be that the way this person is now, can it fit into this position? Can it fit into this? If you don't get mature, if you don't get your senses together and stop behaving anyhow, then there will be a problem. That prank that you said you played was overboard. Insulting Nigerians was out of place. Calling Nigerians fools, you pass your boundary. Very dark man. Okoja. I know you understand Yoruba. Okoja. Human being. That's how we are wired. You before you know it, they've shifted. God has raised someone. Look at David and Saul that I gave example of. The women began to sing. Saul slayed his 1,000. David is 10,000. Is it God you are joking with? So if you don't realize, if it is juju that you think it's making you anything, you and the juju person that is doing juju for you, somebody created the two of you. If you don't realize it, I'm telling you. So tell your juju man, somebody created him, somebody created you, and that person is God, and he can do anything with any of you at any time. So that was too much for you to do. You were rude to Nigerians, and you need to apologize and go and get some education. Go and register in go and register part-time study somewhere. You're in Lagos. I mean, you're in Abuja, right? Go and register part-time study in Abuja or somewhere, and be going there at your spare time, rather than running around the internet making noise. Because you need to be prepared for where God is taking you, which you don't even know yet. So get some education, VDM, and stop running around the internet like tout. Get some education. Don't waste your time. Yeah. Oh my God. The project I'm referring to, that I was thinking that, okay, in future I might involve this guy. It's not a small thing. It's massive. Yes, it's massive. And I know, like I said, or some other people too in diaspora, they might have one or two things. Okay, this guy, let me involve him, because we see you as someone that is trustworthy. All right, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll talk to you again very soon. Unless I talk to you, I might be on the road. All right, because I have a trip. Yeah. All right, people. I love you. God bless you.